Yes, sir. What's your name?
Art Fonseca.
Art, I heard you got black flag. Now, is that true?
It is true.
Shame on you, Art. What did you do this time?
I didn't know what I did. I thought maybe there was something wrong with my bike.
Well, what was it, Art?
It was Smoothest Rider.
And what level are you riding today?
Level 2.
Level 2.
Yes, sir.
Art, do you think being smooth as a rider, do you think that's important? And if so, why is that, Art?
It is important because the more fluid you are on the track, the faster you become. It doesn't necessarily mean dodging into a corner and then getting on the brakes and charging into an apex. Because you went into a corner, your entry speed was too slow. It's just as smooth and fluid. Best way I can describe it is when we were in Houston, my wife was watching Paul, and he's just smooth all the way around the track. She's like, watch him all day long.
Yeah. What you know? What does being smooth have to do with the traction on the front and the rear tire? Does it distribute the traction evenly?
It does distribute the traction evenly. A lot has to do with throttle maintenance,
yes,
and also suspension. Suspension's a big thing. I had Roger take care of my suspension.
All those things have to do with keeping the traction, and smoothness is so important in that way because it optimizes traction. You don't want all the traction in the rear or in the front. You go down during the turn.
Tire pressure is a big thing too.
There you go. Also, another thing that we think is important is consistency when you ride a motorcycle. Do you think being consistent is important, and so why?
It's very consistent because it shows that you're picking the right lines, the same lines every time.
That's true. Yeah.
When I've got a friend here that's been doing lap times, and I'm within a second of each lap. And that's important to me.
That's very good.
I'm not looking to be the fastest guy out there, but I want to be consistent on the track.
Right. Art, another thing we think is important is that, we're all trying to become better riders, but how are you going to go about that? We believe that you should pick just one skill at a time, and that also you should work with incremental steps in that skill. Don't try to take big steps. Do you think working just on one skill at a time and taking small steps, do you think that's important? And if so, why is that?
Absolutely. For me, I'm working on right-hand turns on a couple of the sessions, and I'm also working on my braking. The braking, the right-hand turns for me is more for the track because I'm struggling with the right hands. I feel more comfortable turning to the left. At Crescent a couple weeks ago, Sean and Chris hit on that. They were saying most people turn better one way than the other. So this is a really good track, especially turn 10, to work on those right-handed turns. But as far as braking goes, I'm working on my braking to put it on the street because I do ride on the road. I don't ride a lot on the road, but I do. And braking can definitely keep you out of an accident when a car runs a red light in front of you or somebody dodges in front of you.
Exactly.
Not grabbing a handful and doing it smooth.
Very good. And a question of a more serious nature, Art, is you hear of all the fatalities and serious injuries on public streets and highways, and they must always involve too much speed so the person couldn't avoid a car or hit a guardrail or whatever. What do you think is going on? Why are they riding in that way? And what's your advice to someone like that?
Well, the majority of them haven't taken a class. A class like Ride Smart. Here they teach us all the skills that your instructors are teaching us, we can implement on the road. And it's all situational. Taking corners too fast, not going fast enough out of the corner, exit speed. But on the road, it just seems like a lot of the fatalities, most of them, number one, they're not wearing the proper gear. Number two, they're going too fast. Not just too fast, but too fast for the situation.
Exactly. It's really true. I want to thank you very much and congratulate you for winning this today, and hope that you win it again. I expect you to win it again in level 3 when you eventually get up there. And go see Blair Hart. You're going to get a 11 by 14 inch photo free today, and your choosing. And make sure you get your contact information with Randy Blair.
Okay. All right.
Well, thank you so much, Art.
Thank you, Dave.